What fire springs forth? What bile does bubble? The black moon swings and the sky stirs trouble. By violent hands, we kill the light. Through the shadows, madness beckons. Wed at night.
One, two, three.
Imagine you're sent 50 years back in time and given just a few hours to learn all you can about life in that time period.
Operator, may I help you? Operator?
Are you the operator?
I'm long distance, sir. Overseas, may I help you? I have his number again, please.
Zenfiepel.
People at their places of business, they tend to not overwork the operator, but rush right through with the details and so forth, like the operator's a machine. And this is, I think that what really, it makes a person nervous, first of all, because you're afraid, especially when you're just coming out of training, that you're not getting all the details fast enough. And then when the customer asks you to repeat it, and when you ask the customer to repeat it, you're really kind of fighting of what he might say. You're really fighting to ask him really to repeat it. I guess mostly it's the customer that really upsets the operator.
Okay, Stardust. This is your confession tape. You're being my witness in my lawsuit against Fine Corp that I'm having Jeff Professional do for me. And so, Stardust, you go ahead, just tell Jeff what you told me about what you know about Fine Corp. Miss? Stardust? Oh boy. She seems to have seen a butterfly. We'll come back to this later. Hey Jeff, it's Blazing Space. I'm just calling you again. I thought we were going to do that video chat about my lawsuit against Fine Corp. So get back at me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking this lawsuit, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna get you that Stardust confession tape too, or it's not a confession tape, is it? Accusation tape. Yes, I'm gonna get that to you. Thanks, Jeff.
Record, press 2.
Hey Marissa, it's me. Listen, I'm probably gonna be in the neighborhood a little bit later. Didn't know if you want to get together for frozen yogurt sometime, or maybe even a whole meal.
This message is for Blazing Space. Blazing Space. This is Jeff Professional. Colin, I missed your call, and so I'm leaving you a message. But I have some exciting news for you about some exciting stuff. So do give me a call back. It's exciting news about Fine Corp. I think you're going to be really excited.
Okay, is there any type of special address that you have for this other than Mr. Lyons at the zoo?
No, I don't have an address. He doesn't have one.
Alright, miss. Last try. I'm not giving you breakfast until you tell me what you know about Fine Corp. What you got to tell us? Well, it was worth a shot. Alright, John. About to smoke some juicy fruit sativa and then give Jeff Professional a call and see how my lawsuit against FineCorp is going. Seems like there's some exciting news.
No, I'm sorry, I may have to wait for the operator to give me the number. 398-9998. Thank you so much.
Hey Jeff, how's it going? Hey, we finally got to connect. I'm so glad I caught you. Yeah, this little iPad, legal, like, iPad thing you sent me when we started working together is pretty cool. Oh, I didn't realize it was your mom's. I mean, of course, I can give it back to you. Let me stop the jets for a second. I want to hear what you're saying clearly. What's this exciting news? Well, okay, Jeff, I'm going to stop you right there. Why is money getting deposited in your account by FineCorp already? Now, that's not how lawsuits work. You know, it's like I win the lawsuit, then I get the money, then I would pay you. So, yeah, but why are they paying you? Yeah, I'm listening. This mother... Jeff, you really fucked me here, man. You really fucked me here. I hired you to sue FineCorp. Why are you representing FineCorp in a lawsuit against me? I can't even say FineCorp on my own show. You know, you said you were professional, Jeff, but I'm starting to have my fucking doubts. And I guess I'll see you in court. Well, yeah, cause... Alright, I'm going. Fuck you, Jeff. Fuck you. Damn, y'all. Well, now we're gonna smoke some indica, the true OG, because the world is a fucked up place. And even for an optimist like me, this is getting too fucked up. Really hope someone blows the whistle on these FineCorp motherfuckers soon. Because right now, Blazing Space, feeling kind of bummed about this shit.
Hello, everyone. I'm Patrick Galactic, and you're watching Weird at Night. I have breaking news for you at this very moment. As Blazing Space mentioned that they would like someone to blow the whistle, we received word that someone has, in fact, blown the whistle on FineCorp. We have that whistleblower on standby now, and we're going to go to them.
It is time I reveal all that needs to be said at FineCorp. I have it on good authority that they are involved with kidnapping, re-education, drugging, and even more heinous crimes. It would be irresponsible for no one to blow this whistle. Dawn of Dawn's Long Gone Lawns. I have it on good authority was kidnapped by Feincourt. He underwent a scalp transfusion from another Don, Don Draper. John Hamm is scarred for life, and Don of long gone, Don Lawns, is now a changed man, as we can all see. Olga Lowe was drugged for a month by Feincourt in a slow descent into madness that we all witnessed. The most unspeakable crime, beyond the disappearances of hippies, the continued question mark with Jack, Panda, or even the drugging, is that Feincourt is solely responsible for the new metal phenomenon, specifically Fred Durst. Feincourt internal records show their acronym that they laugh about and embrace
is Feincourt. Fucked, inevitable, negligent,
I'm Private Shoe Detective Steve Germany. I've got more than a dozen days on the job, and I've seen a lot. Nikes, Adidas, New Balance, even goddamn British Knights. Every shoe has a story. This is one of them. I've said it before, and I'll never stop saying it. Mourning is bullshit. But there was a bigger reason my tights were in a tangle. It was the morning after my big-ass revelation about motherfucking Feincourt, and I had been yanked off right before my big moment. And not in the fun way. As I sat in a pool of my private piss-poor-me pity party, the buzzer rang. I staggered to the door, my righteous sense of indignation belching from every pore, my legs trembling from the corn syrup DTs. A wounded warrior, dragging himself in service to his ravaged public. The door exploded open. Standing before me like an undulating burrito, with veil-covered face, was a woman, one whose name I never learned. She removed the veil, revealing a mane of hair that can only be described as divine, to the point of distraction. After what may have been several long minutes of what certainly must have been my awkward admiration for her exquisite coif, she made her move. Holding uncomfortable levels of eye contact, she approached me like a rooster anaconda. I was terrified. The idea of genuine intimacy of any kind is kryptonite to a shoe dick. As she continued her approach, I backed into the wall. She put her head down toward me like a battering ram. I braced for impact. But instead of destroying my skeletal structure, she waved her gorgeous head of hair in my face. It was wonderful. I could live in that hair. I wanted to live in that hair. Then slowly reached into her purse and retrieved a pair of Louis Vuitton red-bottom stiletto heels with a snake wrapping on the heel, which came to a glistening bloody point. I asked why she needed me if she had both sets of heels already, but she said nothing. I turned around. The heaven-haired scary lady was gone. After a few minutes of rubbing the shoes against my face and telling them how special they were, I decided to investigate further. But what more could be done? What more could I do? One of the heels fell off the desk, and just where it fell, it chipped. A fake. A very good fake. When I bent down to retrieve it, something I never expected appeared. A note. In the shoe. Gray hair lady left me a note. When I opened it, it said simply and cryptically, "Follow the sprite." What? Follow the sprite? Where? For what reasons? Feeling broken and at my wit's end, like a movie star douchebag, I spread my arms wide, looked toward the sky, which was the ceiling, but whatever, and asked, "What do you want from me?" At that moment, a rock broke through the office door window. Once I recovered from pissing myself and looking out the window, I made eye contact once again with the heaven-haired lady. She looked at me, screamed, "Jesus fucking Christ, how easy can I make this?" and walked out of my life forever. I gathered myself like a heroic walrus and searched for the rock that had shattered my sense of self. When I found it, I saw that a second note was attached to it. Here's what it said. "Hi, Steve. I'm a fantastically wealthy and beautiful person with an ugly secret. Finecore has invaded the Weird at Night universe, and they are not who they say they are. But there are others in the Waniverse that are hiding who they are too, and one of them is currently, in quotation marks, missing." The letter continued. "Jack Panda is a hippie crying loser piece of crap, or at least that's what he's told everyone. But what the world doesn't know is that Jack Panda is the great nephew of Ted, the founder of Finecore. He says he's a hippie, but he's loaded." That was it. What could all this mean? What is Finecore's endgame? Who the fuck is Jack Panda? And what the fuck is Weird at Night? My name is Steve Germany. I'm a dick. A private dick. I just find answers. I don't know why they exist, but there's always a victim. And those victims have stories. Be they Converse, Fila, Puma, or Reebok. I'm the one who tells them.
Hi, everybody. What the fuck is going on? That is so fucking crazy. Steve Germany is telling us that fucking Jack Panda is the fucking grandnephew of the fucking founder of Finecore, and Finecore's been fucking drugging people and fucking telling people that a lot of stuff. It's very troubling. I'm sitting here, I'm gobsmacked. Because here's the deal. I'm not that smart, okay? We've all figured that out, I think, by this point, all right? But all right, Finecore. You came in, you settled in, I let you in, right? We got acquainted, okay? But you kind of told me that the whole point of doing this was to grow what we're doing here, make it more accessible to people, give more people just a great spot to hang out, right? Just give people a chance to connect. But somewhere along the way, I lost the plot. I got caught up in this whole bullshit about just bigger, better, more. Some of the best shows we've ever done, there was 3 people watching. I didn't start this show to do it for thousands of people. What I started this show to do was just to share these moments with you all. And somewhere along the way, I got caught up in that bullshit too. But I think I'm done. And I think we're gonna wrestle with some issues, but not my issues. Let me tell you something, Finecore dudes. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lay down one more day and let you tell us what it is to be the ultimate essence of humanity. I'll let you shart in my face every day for the rest of my life and the rest of my children's lives before I let you shut down one more segment on my show. See, Finecore, yeah? I got a story for you. Oh yeah, it's a good one. See, it's about a little company that entered a great big community with their big budget and their little black sheep routine. Yeah. But then when the world was sleeping, they revealed themselves to be wolves among these sheep. Oh yeah. And it was a real problem because the other sheep were super delicious. Yeah. But what the wolves didn't count on was the secret ninja protection force that watches over the community. Yeah! That's us. We're the secret ninjas. The secret ninjas of corporate accountability and believing in your neighbors and taking care of your communities and buying from local businesses and shit. So I'm about to shine up my shoe real nice, get it nice and polished, and then I'm gonna turn that son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass. I don't care what you do to me, you can't have this show. You can't have this show. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, learn to love it because it's the weirdest thing going today. Woo! And it's all ours. So welcome to Weird at Night. This is a show that I host every week on Tuesdays and Saturdays. We have quite a vibrant community. As you can see, we have a lot of fun here. We talk about art. We talk about the impending corporate takeover of our liberties that seems to be plaguing us here on the Weird at Night Waniverse. But most importantly, what we do is we just try to share what's true to us, get it out, and express ourselves as honestly as possible. So thank you for being here. There's a whole lot more coming up. We have something more to hear from Blazing Space, I believe. We have a brand new animation from Matt Jenkins. We have more than that as well. We have a little more about humanism. That's one thing that we have to talk about. But we have so much to talk about in light of all these horrible things that have come out about Finecore. So please put your questions in the chat at me. I will be happy to answer those when we take a little break. But do you know about 100 to 46?
Our purpose is to ensure that literature and art fit well into the whole revolutionary machine as a component part, that they operate as powerful weapons for uniting and educating the people and for attacking and destroying the enemy, and that they help the people fight the enemy with one heart and one mind.
100 to 46, a daily graphic strip by T. Bassa. On these platforms, daily.
100 to 46 is a daily comic strip that our very good friend T. Bassa, Tim Bassaraba, publishes every single day. It's counting down to election day, November, whatever it is, 3rd, I think. Consult your voting pamphlet, not me, about what day to vote. I don't know right off the top of my head, so please do not base that off anything I said. But Tim Bassaraba creates this in the hopes that we are moving toward electing our 46th president rather than a second term for our 45th. You can also see it on our Discord. Join our Discord because it's pretty fun. Ash Maddie's going to drop a link into the chat. We're all going to, we kind of hang out there throughout the week. We engage, we have fun. It's a good time. Everybody it's good, clean fun, unless it's not. But that's just what we are at Weird at Night. We're really good until we're not. But can you believe, I mean, I think you know that I can. I need to stop doing that. But can you believe that little piece of shit, Jack Panda, is related to the guy who owns Finecore and was this whole time and is missing? Do you think he just ran home to his family? Jack Panda. Fuck you. I knew this guy just looked like somebody we absolutely could not trust and should expel immediately. His Weasley ass face is, I don't like him. Anyway, enough about Jack. Cool shit alert. We have one cool thing that is coming up this next week that you should know about that I just saw, wanted to alert you all to, is a Big Building Bash is hosting a weekly stream on Thursdays where they do a stream with a couple bands and oftentimes with our very own Blazing Space running visuals behind. And this Thursday, it is going to be my dear friends, the Spider Ferns, who we shared an album Rex last week, and Astor House as well, who are just an exceptional kind of power rock band that you should definitely hear as well. Ash Manny has a link that that he's going to drop into the chat on that level right now. Are you enjoying our new backdrop, by the way? Is that doing it for you? I'm enjoying it. So speaking of album Rex, let's move on to those, shall we? Yes, we shall. These are courtesy of Mere Death. These are all courtesy of Mere Death. These were all suggested in our Discord on the Album Rex channel. So if you want to even make a video and make your Rex on the show, you're absolutely welcome to do that. Go join our Discord and you can get all the information there. But for right now, we have some selections for you. So the first one is Sketches for My Sweetheart by Jeff Buckley. Mere Death is a total stan for Jeff Buckley, but rightfully so. Jeff has one of the most intense and incredibly nuanced voices I've ever heard in my life. His guitar playing is exceptional as well. I haven't been able to do a deep dive on this record, but I was able to listen to some of it, and as expected, there's many outstanding moments. I highly recommend you check it out. Next, I loved this pick, Very Necessary by Salt and Peppa. Oh, Bowie, hello. A very rare appearance by Bowie Lord Galactic, my son, who is a very, very dear denizen of the Weird at Night universe that most people never see. Anyway, Very Necessary by Salt and Peppa is an absolutely awesome record. This is them at the very height of their fame and celebrity. It's not as hard-edged maybe as their earlier late 80s releases, but it's absolutely infectious. This was around the time they were also collaborating with like En Vogue on What a Man and all that stuff. But Shoop is still worth a listen if it's not a favorite and you were a early 90s kid. I feel bad for you because this is a really fun song. And lastly, I can never remember the absolute name for this, but it's Hissing Fauna, Are You the Destroyer by Of Montreal. There's a record I love as well. Thank you, Mere Death, for these recs. Of Montreal is one of those bands that's almost too talented for their own good. They're capable of so much that sometimes in their later releases, I kind of feel like they're always trying to do everything they know how to do in one song. This is pre that. This is really them at the height of their powers, in my opinion. But if you're into indie dance, lovingly retro psychedelia, this is an absolute gem of a record. And if you want to hear these records, Ash Maddie has dropped them links to the YouTube links that you can go check out. But also, if you have Spotify, you can follow the Weird at Night Selects playlist, which Ash Maddie will also drop a link in the chat to. This is a really cool playlist. We have almost 1,200 songs now. If we don't, we're very close. So make sure you check it out. The Weird at Night Selects playlist on Spotify. So we need to pay some bills. Your friends at the Dark Levers of Power remind you to never, ever allow anything to change ever because... I wonder if that'll be significant later. People for the ethical treatment of the extremely wealthy. We cage them. You pay them. Insecurity. The distrust you can trust. A fine core company. Fuck you. Shitty's Pizza. The hospital is next door. Use promo code Why God Do We Suffer. You get a free deep pubing, normally $4.99. Limit 1 per customer. These are exceptionally hairy people making this food. Shitty's Pizza is renowned for hiring extraordinarily hairy people. So you really, really need to take advantage of that free deep pubing. Use that promo code when you're there on the corner of 9th and Nocturnal Drive, just past the memory of your first fully charged smartphone. And this fucking bullshit. Don's long gone. Hedge fund, capital asset, acquisitions, and exchange company firm, a fine core company. We have found out the truth. That is not Don's hair. That is not Don's hairline. Unfortunately, that is John Hamm's hairline and chin line, which were surgically implanted on Don. We are going to have to undergo some kind of massive change here to get Don back. Hopefully that's possible. Thank you. Thanks for sticking with me. So now that that's been done, we are very honored tonight to look at a brand new video from our very good friend, Matt Jenkins, a brand new animation that is currently about 22 seconds long. But if you understand what we've done here at Weird at Night with Matt's work before, this will make sense. So we're going to essentially Matt will add to this animation every week. We'll air it every week as it grows. And at the end, it'll be this big, long, beautiful thing, as we've seen with Matt's previous contributions to the show. But if you're new, that's kind of the end goal. So this is the first of what will be many airings. But here you go. This is really cool. There you go. That's it for now. But so much more to come. But very different, very cool vibes. Thank you, Matt. We have some links in the chat to the music and to the animation animator. So let's chat for a minute, shall we? So what do we have questions about here? It looks like I've been added a couple times here. Hate the bottom left. I love the backdrop. Hate the bottom. Okay, Blaze in Space. Thank you for letting me know that you hate that. I appreciate that. Love. Because I love Bowie. Who is the first wrestler you ever saw on TV? What is the first wrestler I ever saw on TV? I don't know. It was probably Andre the Giant, I would imagine, because he was just such a curiosity at that time and very, very culturally in it. So I probably Andre the Giant, if not probably, I don't know, Hulk Hogan or somebody of that nature. The last book I read, I read Mother Night by Kurt Vonnegut earlier this year. It was a really cool book, a very short book. It's actually a book about a guy who works for the American government as an embedded, posing as a Nazi radio personality. But not even the government will acknowledge what he's done. So he's kind of in this very, very difficult situation when the war's over. It's a very, very cool book. If you're going to cheat the world title, how would you do it? I would probably nutshot and just and pray that I could just kick somebody in the nuts and hopefully pin them real fast. Because that's the only hope I'd really have. How good is that hat? It's so good. I love this hat. If you are interested in hats or anything of that ilk, go check it out on the shop of Juan. We'll have a video later for that. Do you want to learn how to braid hair? And what's your favorite kind of cloud? I think we've all settled on the fact that the pink cloud is really everybody's favorite cloud. Do I want to learn how to braid hair? Maybe. And you miss... Ash Maddie said I missed a chance to use the word herzoot, which I deeply regret. Who would win in a fight, me or Clint Eastwood? I wouldn't bet against you, Alex. I wouldn't bet against you at all. Okay. So we've chatted for a minute. Thank you all. Thank you all. I'm just queuing up a few things here. So welcome to the second half of Weird at Night. Having a good time, and I hope you are too. We are about to plunge into the second half of the show. We have more coming up. We have something from Mere Death. We have Blaze in Space coming up. And we're going to do it right now.
How do we know what's true? Ever since human beings have been capable of thought, we have asked big questions about how the world around us works. Some people have thought that there is another reality beyond the one we can perceive through our normal senses, a supernatural world, where there might be ghosts and goblins, gods and demons. They have thought that knowledge can come from this source, from supernatural revelations, prophetic visions, or divinely inspired books. Others have thought that the way to learn is by observing the world around us carefully and in detail, forming ideas about why things behave as they do, testing those ideas through experiments, refining them in the light of experience, then testing them again. Out of all the various methods that people have tried to use to find out how the world works, observation, experimentation, and the testing of theories against evidence has the best track record. Prophets have predicted the end of the world on many occasions, but we are still here. Ancient holy books contain a description of the universe which has turned out to be totally inaccurate. If asked to choose between taking a medicine prescribed by a doctor whose methods are based on experiment and one who has selected medicine for you based on his visions, you will probably not choose the medicine from the vision. We may never know everything, but the testing of theories against evidence has proved itself again and again to be a reliable way to gain any knowledge about how the world around us works. Through science, we have cured deadly diseases, created amazing technologies, and learned things about the universe that fill us with wonder. When we want to know what's true and what is false, there is no better method.
Goodbye, baby blue. How I'll always love you true. Every tear I shed for you felt like a pound of flesh. Goodbye, baby blue. How I set my heart to you. Everything I say or do, forever in my head. Time Every tear I shed for you felt like a pound of flesh. Time left us longing. Lies left us for dead. Love feels like falling. I see you falling, yeah.
All right. This next song is a Tom Petty song called A Woman in Love. It's off an album called Hard Promises, but if you haven't heard before, you probably should.
She laughed in my face, told me goodbye. So don't think about it, you can go crazy. Anything can happen, anything can end. Don't try to fight it, and don't try to save me. She's a woman in love. She's a woman in love. And he's gonna break her heart to pieces. She don't wanna know. She's a woman in love. It's not me. Already do what you want. Don't try to talk, don't say nothing. She used to be the kind of woman having you own. She could understand a problem. Oh, she let the little thing go. She's a woman in love. She's a woman in love. And he's gonna break her heart to pieces. She don't wanna know. She's a woman in love. She can't let go. Time after time, night after night, she would look up to me, say she was lonely. I don't understand the world today. I don't understand what she needed. I gave her everything, she threw it all away on nothing. She's a woman in love. She's a
Yes, you did. Yes, he did. Yes, you are. But I spoke in the car about the hole at the center of this donut. Donut hole in a donut's hole. But we must look a little closer. And when we do, we see the donut hole has a hole in its center. It is not a donut hole, but a smaller donut with its own hole. And our donut is not a hole at all.
Unc, look, I understand that this is amusing for you.
Why was I hard?
Facts are dumb whack, they tryna tack like thumbtacks. I run facts so they run back, keep coming back, no comeback. Still squirting them, guess my comes back. Pull the trigger, but they won't though. Just like I figured they never want a pig bone. So boneless chickens is what's for dinner. I'm winner, that chicken dinner. Just take the L cause I'll never fail. You'll be the beast and I'll be the bell. Give the welcome to hell. Whoa, coming through with the two. Got these vatos heated, shaking, talking more than
We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy. The white man is intelligent enough. If he were made to realize how black people really feel, and how fed up we are without that old compromising sweet talk. Stop sweet talking it. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up, if he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. It should catch on fire and burn down.
truly guilty party behind it all. Guilty in the true sense of acting with malice and committing a heinous crime with selfish intent.
And also just wanted to say the name of Daniel Prude, who was tragically murdered by police, by Rochester police. And probably haven't said this on the show, but I went to film school at the Rochester Institute of Technology, and that town has a special place in my heart. And I haven't been able to watch the video for myself, but just hearing the accounts of how the police murdered Daniel Prude, it's unsurprisingly horrific. We have to get rid of these police departments, and we have to find a new way to public safety, because no one is safe in this public. No one. Fuck. Everything is pretty fucked right now. But we're gonna keep attacking with Fine Corp. Black Lives Matter.
If he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. It should catch on fire and burn down.
Well, that's we're getting to the end of some really significant things. It feels really good to kind of be in charge of our own destiny again. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what it's going to cost me in order to take control of my show again. But Fine Core, you're on your fucking way out. That's all I got to say to you. So that's I'm hearing myself on an insane echo. There we go. So, needless to say, Fine Core, you can fuck yourself. Fuck you, Fine Core. And fuck corporations who come into communities, big and small, tell them that they're going to keep things just the way they are and make them even better, and then just slowly take over, homogenize thought, homogenize the way people learn to expect to live their lives, and then act like they're fucking saviors. Fuck all of those people. But I'm sorry, I gotta check something here. I'm getting a little buzz on my. All right, see you soon.
Recognition. Open up your window, see the orange, see the orange. It's so not to throw salt over shoulder. So you to believe. Open up your window, see same shape moving. Open up your window, see the same shape running. It's not your fault. Reshape yourself into the fall. Open up my window. Open up my all your faults oh, it's still recording. A thing I knew. It's 4.5 minutes. That's how I write songs.
One, two, 3.